been a successful week for Chelsea in the transfer market. We've made two unbelievable signings this week actually. Morgan Rogers has come out of nowhere, huge signing. And then Maxime Lacroix has been announced today as well. That's what's been confirmed today as well, and I'm really pleased with that signing. That's a video specifically about that's already gone up. So yeah, we are so far in the transfer market, made some real statements and we're showing real intent. Pre-season's also started on a high as well. It's been a successful start this week in the pre-season as well. We've had two behind closed doors, almost like secret kind of friendlies between us and two local teams that are local to us in Bromley Town and Bromley. And yesterday was the Bromley friendly, and we won that 3-0. It's come out now, we've won that 3-0 with goals at Gittins on the score sheet again, and then Amenga also on the score sheet again, and then who was the Pedro also got on the score sheet as well. Now, no confusion here, only one scoreline released. After the Crawley game at the weekend, two scorelines come out, a 7-0 and a 3-1, both Chelsea wins, and complete different list of goal scorers, so real confusion here. I do believe now though, following up from the video I made the other day where I was unsure what the scoreline was, it certainly sounded like it was 3-1. That was the score in that game. I don't know, the 7-0 was obviously just a false rumour that spread. But only one score here, so no confusion. And obviously in the 3-1 win, we saw goals from Gittins, Delap and Amenga over Crawley. Two of them on the score sheet against yesterday. Gittins on the score sheet again, which is interesting. They're obviously playing him in these pre-season games at the moment. And what would be interesting if he can if we can play like this for when it gets to the real games, then well, maybe it could be a future for him. But well, a long way to go there on that front. But Amenga on the score sheet again, it's good to see. Although I'm hearing he's got a hamstring injury, which is a real worry, which is a major blow. Hopefully it's not too serious and it's just a minor one, because they obviously vary in severity, hamstring injuries. They can be 2 weeks or they can be the entire season that it puts a player out for. So I really would like to hear a positive follow-up on that soon. And then João Pedro, of course, getting on the score sheet as well. Apparently Palmer had a very good game as well. So yeah, good win over Bromley, 3-0. Comfortable, good minutes for players. Maybe, just maybe, Gittins getting a goal again, back to back, maybe, just maybe, build a bit of confidence for him. But today, the squad is travelling to Australia. We've got some pre-season games in Australia. This is where the pre-season officially begins. These games are going to be officially these weren't really official sort of friendlies. These are just these ones weren't, well, like I said, there was almost like secret friendlies behind closed doors. These ones are going to be like proper. This is where it properly starts pre-season, and yeah, obviously a lot of the players, a fair few players have gone to the World Cup. Some of them as well, such as Enzo, future uncertain. So there'll obviously be quite a few players not there still, but a large amount of the first team is going to this pre-season tour, so we can have a look at a lot of players. I think it's about a 27-man squad was released today, which of the players we're taking to this is a mixture of first team players who didn't go to the World Cup and also academy players as well, some of which we've seen a fair bit of before, other ones not so much of. So in terms of the goalkeepers that have gone, we've actually seen 4 go. Sanchez, Jorgensen have both gone there. I'm not really sure what's going on with Jorgensen, why he is still there. Sherman Lowe and Kurd have gone as well. Jorgensen, I don't really know, it looks certain like his days at Chelsea were done, but he's still going on his tour. Although he's been linked with some moves abroad, I mean, I think he probably will be sold. And why? I think, to be honest, though, looking at this, I think obviously Penders is not there. Penders didn't feature for Belgium at the World Cup, but of course he's part of he's one of the players that will, because of course he went into the World Cup, who have that extended break that the World Cup players are getting. The Premier League not started till August 21st as well. It's a bit they'll come back into it later in the pre-season. But yeah, I think goalkeeper, clearly that's a position that in the transfer window over the coming weeks has to be a priority for us. I've got some big signings over the line in other positions already that I'm really pleased about. This, for me, I think should be the number one priority at this moment. That should be the next thing they look at improving. So we've seen some of the defenders, like with no Badi Shield there, he's obviously going to be sold, I think it's clear now. But players like Maudal Sarr are still there, Wesley Fofana as well. Obviously Akshapong, really good from the club, turning down that be for Man United early in the window, so glad he's still a Chelsea player. I hope we're going to see a lot more of Akpong next season. And of course Tosin's still there. Tosin is Tosin and Chalobah, they're the ones whose future's uncertain whether they'll stay or not. Obviously negotiations with Como for Chalobah have stalled. There was an 8 million gap between what we wanted and what they were willing to pay, so whether that's going to fall through or whether clubs can meet somewhere in between, we'll see. And Tosin, like I say, I'm hearing that he might actually stay. Of course, they're the sort of senior players that we're taking with us in terms of defenders. Palestra will be good to have a look at as well. Of course, some of them, Colwill, of course, back from injury. Of course, we're going to have players like Reece James that went to the World Cup that we're not going to see for a while. Obviously, Malagusto as well, although his future's uncertain at this moment. Midfielders, again, tell you what, midfielders, that's where we are. It's mostly academy players in this at the moment. Players like Reggie Walsh will be good to see again. I'll be looking forward to seeing. Some of them not really seen much. Obviously, Mario Kellyman, because when we signed him a few years ago, he's had that massive injury, but he's out for an entire season. But have a look at him here. And of course, Romeo Lavia is a similar story, really, isn't it? 3 years at Chelsea and not even completed a full 90 minutes. In and out the team, barely been able to get a consistent run in the team without an injury. I think, this is his 4th year at the club. If that doesn't change, I really just think then we're going to have to cut our losses there. But yeah, of course, Enzo, will he be there after this window? We'll just have to wait and see. It's not out of the question that he signs a new deal now, apparently. It's all still up in the air, this Enzo Fernandez stuff. It's still no resolution to that. Obviously, Moises Caicedo went to the World Cup as well, so no Moises Caicedo there. As for the forwards, quite a few of the first teamers are there. Players like João Pedro and Cole Palmer were wrongly left out of their Nations World Cup squad. I think he was clearly proven in this tournament. So obviously they're both there, and then of course, there's Gittins, who, as I mentioned earlier, and then there's a few players that have been a few of the academy players. Some of them we haven't seen before, some of them we have seen before. Players like Kavama McQueen, some of them we've seen before. So there's feature a few times for the first team off the bench in cups and stuff. So yeah, of course, unfortunately, no Amenga because of that hamstring injury. Hopefully they can get him back to fitness soon though. And what is strange, like Amenga not there. Just come back in from Lisbon off of his sort of. We just officially confirmed that signing, brought him over, announced the signing, and then on loan sent Jesse Derry out the other way. I'm not really sure why Wakamenga's not in the squad here. Bit of a strange one. Not really sure what that's all about. Maybe we'll find out more soon. And there's of course players like the Lap in the attack. So it's a mixed bunch. There's a lot of players I'm keen to have a look at here though, and I'm keen to sort of see minutes for over these coming friendlies start next week. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully. There'll be some new signings added in there as well soon, and like I say, hopefully these sort of injuries to Amenga's nothing too serious. And oh yeah, of course, another player that's not come back into the midfield yet. Someone who the club officially unveiled the other day that we knew we'd signed, but has officially secured the signing of Barco as well. And Alcimino as well, someone we loaned up to Dortmund, someone we've not really seen much of. I'm hoping we can get some minutes for him, see if maybe that'll be someone who could be a squad player for that defence next season as well. So yeah, that's where it's at the moment. We'll just have to wait and see who does what in these coming friendlies.